You want me to do the intro?
No.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another edition of From the Rough, America's favorite golf podcast here on FanStream Sports, presented by OrionGolf.com. I am your host, the only host, and the best host of From the Rough, J. John E. Gerber, PGA professional. Over 20 years PGA professional. How was that? Was that good? How was that?
I think I might record that and just play that for every intro. What is up, golf fans? It is From the Rough right here on FanStream Sports. I am IndyCarTim alongside the best host, as he just told you, the best host, the 20-year, over 20-year PGA of America member, Johnny G. Gerber, right here on From the Rough. Johnny, welcome into your show.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for introducing me to my own show. That's great. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I mean, that's what we do around here.
Yeah. Just I can't do it. I'm not self-indulging like you are. So I'll let you go ahead and do that for me.
At least I don't speak about myself in the third person.
I don't either.
Like some of those shows do. That's just
weird.
Weird.
Yeah. The Chad.
The Chad.
What about the Chad?
I'm the Tim.
Yeah.
No, we ain't
with two
doing
M's.
that.
No, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're doing a lot of things. We're not doing that.
No. Yes, Tim and Johnny reunited here yet again on the golf show after my solo debacle on Monday. Johnny, I don't know if you had a chance to listen to that debacle yet. I had a couple of off-the-wall rants, maybe mostly on Bryson DeChambeau.
I thought they were pretty good. They were good.
He's in the news, and Scottie's in the news, and everybody sucks at golf, Johnny. That's my take right now. They all suck. Jon Rahm especially sucks. We don't even have time to get into that today, as now there is speculation about his future on that mini tour over there.
Yeah.
As he's been asked about his future at that other mini tour, because I guess his contract is up, and he won't even address it. He shrugs it off, which kind of tells me a lot.
Yeah, when these players don't say anything, you know there's something going on.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, yeah, listen, there's no one going back to live. It's not going because it's not happening. Like, it's not going. There's no one. It's not an investable product. But again, we talk about it, and I don't know why we talk about it, but the writing's on the wall. These guys are the players who are actually people care a little bit about. Are getting back as members of the DP World Tour or the Asian Tour or any tour that's an affiliated that they can get some points to move forward, except for DeChambeau. That's
really good. I like that. DeChambeau. He's the one it's not. It's so accurate.
And who cares? I mean, let's be honest with you. Who cares?
Not me.
I don't care.
No, and then we also had news coming out as if you needed more evidence that other tour is failing miserably and may not be around much longer. I read today that and I also saw it on Golf Channel, the Asia Tour that has aligned itself with that other tour for the past couple of years as like a relegation tour and as a feeder series for that mini tour. Has now aligned itself with the DP World Tour and the PGA Tour.
Yeah,
and it will be a part of that.
Yeah, and what they'll do is, which is I think is fantastic. So you'll get a lot of those players, PGA Tour players, that go down and play like the Australian Open and the New Zealand Open and the Australian PGA. That happens in the wintertime. So you get some December, January golf because the PGA Tour now isn't going to start till February. Yep. So you got the whole month of January that these guys can go down and play. And then the DP World Tour guys can go down and play, and they'll get some points. And the DP World Tour alignment still has the top 10 players there. It gets automatically put on the PGA Tour. So, is that the pathway for most of these guys? Yeah, for pretty much the most. They're still going to have to probably pay some fines, some of the bigger guys, but maybe some of these other guys that's playing live, they will certainly use that as an advantage and get those points. And Australasian will get those points. And, could you get some world ranking points? And when it goes to that, so smart move for those tours. When you have tours that are cutting ties with LIV, that tells you everything you need to know. So the LIV is fledgling. I don't foresee them having any more events. Where's the money coming from? They're getting sued left and right. So listen, be careful what you wish for. You're going to hit that bull hard enough on the ass. The bull's going to come back and get you with the horns, and that's what's happening. And and that, hey, listen, this is what it came down to. And I'm all for it, man. Was it, I want to say this correct. Did it make the PGA Tour better? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it made the PGA Tour better.
Well, it certainly had an effect on the PGA Tour.
It made the tour different. And, whether you consider the changes that's happening better or just different or things like that, I don't know. I think every tour player will have a little bit of different decision. I'm not in favor of the dual events, certainly, and how they've kind of separated. There's too many tours on the PGA Tour. There's going to be too many tours. So you have the PGA Tour, you have the secondary PGA Tour, you have the Korn Ferry Tour, you have the Tour Americas that go to South America, and then the summer they go to Canada, and the top 10 guys go there, and then they get Korn Ferry, and then the top 20 guys Korn Ferry get to the Challenger Series, and then the Challenger Series goes to the Championship Series. So
so weird.
I mean, yeah, it's just a lot, and hey, I don't know. I haven't really took it all in yet. I still got a lot of thinking to do and see how it kind of plays out. But I certainly think the alignment of the Australasian Tour and the DP getting aligned with the DP World Tour and DP getting aligned with the PGA Tour certainly is a move positive when it comes to the solidification of the PGA Tour.
Yep. But we are not here to discuss the future of the PGA Tour, the DP World Tour, the Asian Tour, whatever. We're here to talk about the present, Johnny, and that means this week. As the majors are over, the trophies have been handed out, and now the PGA Tour season enters its most desperate phase. You can forget patience. You can forget about building towards something this season. There's only 3 regular season tournaments left. The FedExCup playoffs are closing in. And dozens of guys are about to find out whether their season continues or whether they're watching the postseason from the couch. And standing in the middle of all of this, just absolute PGA Tour chaos, is Scottie Scheffler, the world's #1 player, the FedExCup leader, and somehow a dude who hasn't won on the tour since the opening tournament of the season. We're going to find out if Scheffler is due to steamroll this thing this week, or maybe find out if my hypothesis here is true, that the best player in the world has suddenly forgotten how to finish a golf tournament. So lots of things to get into here as we preview the 2026 3M Open from TPC Twin Cities in Blaine, Minnesota. And I think I made this joke last year, maybe the year before that. There is not a more appropriate name for a city than Blaine, Minnesota.
Because like Blaine.
It's very bland. Yeah. Very Blaine, right?
The Twin Cities. The Twin Cities.
Yeah, it's that whole area, man. I've been there, and I don't get anything about Minnesota, like, at all. I don't understand them when they talk. They're like from a different country.
Yeah.
It's just, and I'm okay with cold. Like, I lived in Canada. I don't mind the cold sometimes, but the cold in Minnesota is completely different than the cold everywhere else. Like, it is just a weird cold. So
everybody there is weird anyway. So there you go.
Weird people up there. Look, when I'm on the senior tour playing golf, is there one after, like, when you get when you hit 7? There should be a tour for guys after you hit 70.
You lost me when you said you're on the senior tour. I didn't even pay attention to any. I was so shocked that you actually said something like that. You lost me, so I don't know what.
I'm going to try to qualify for the 70 and up PGA Tour or whatever that's
called.
Be.
That's called a burial grave. That's what that's
fantasy
called.
golf. Just stick to fantasy golf. I'm not.
Yeah,
even
that's called TGL. How about that? How about you do TGL?
Gross. No, that's still too far to walk for me. From the fake driving area over to the fake green, that's too far to walk for me. I'm gonna need somebody to carry.
Well, your house to your car is too far to walk, so
that's why we got an elevator here at the studio. It's only 2 floors, and the stairs are only one little tiny flight. And I think out of the 5 years we've been in this building, I've taken those stairs. I can count on one hand the number of times I've taken those stairs.
7 steps, and there's only 7 steps on the stairwell, and you got to take the elevator.
And I think 2 of those times are because the elevator was out. I almost couldn't leave the building.
Oh, it wasn't by choice. That's for sure.
It's never by choice.
Yeah, no.
I don't ever choose to take stairs. Anybody that chooses to take stairs over an elevator, you are a serial killer, and that is the mentality that you have.
No, that's called getting your steps in, son. You got to get your steps
in bed when I'm sleeping. I'll get my steps in.
How does that make sense?
How does it not?
You fall out of bed or something?
I've done that before. Broken my nose.
Your steps when you get up and pee at night for that.
Oh my God, you don't even know.
Prostate is trash.
I don't know what's going on with all that, but yeah, no, it is. I try to go to sleep about 10 o'clock every night, and then I'm up at 6:10. And I bet you, I can't remember the last time I got up to pee less than 6 times in a night.
Yeah, you got to go to the doctor.
And I don't drink anything. Like, I stopped drinking stuff like at 8 o'clock. Like, it's not so like I'm just sitting there slamming vodka and Red Bulls all night. I stopped that at 8. So I don't drink anything after 8. And I still got to get up and pee.
Yeah, that's called you need super beta prostate.
Man, I don't know what those words mean.
Yeah, okay.
Somebody told me it means I need more Red Bull in my system. And I'm like, I believe that.
Oh, well, yes, yeah. So you don't sleep. So you just don't say that you get up to pee at night because you're still awake. Is that what?
If I'm not sleeping, I can't get up to pee, right?
That's it. That's what it is.
Johnny, this tournament runs July 23rd tomorrow through the 26th on Sunday. It's a very unstable par 71.
You hate it
again. It suits Minnesota perfectly. Just bizarre. 7,431 yards, $8.8 million purse on the line, but money here is not the biggest story. For guys in the field, I think the real prize will be survival, as just the top 70 in the FedEx Cup standings will advance to the FedEx St. Jude Championship after the 3M Open this week. Only the Rocket Classic and Wyndham Clark Championship will remain. I don't even know if he's playing. I'm sure he is.
Pretty sure it's not it, but that's okay.
Well, the Wyndham Championship. I don't know why they had to name the Wyndham Championship after a current player on the tour. That's really weird.
Well, Wyndham Hotels is
and why they chose his first name and not his last name.
So it should be Clark Championship.
Yeah, the Wyndham. I like Wyndham Clark Championship. If he doesn't win this thing every year, there's like the system is broken, right?
Well, he's got to play, but so he can win. So I'm pretty sure he's not. So that's
it's also bizarre to me that Byron Nelson does not win the Byron Nelson tournament every year. Like, I don't understand that.
Yeah, he didn't play golf when they had the Byron Nelson. That's usually how that works. Usually while you're playing, you don't have a tournament that's named after you. It's just.
And why doesn't Arnold Palmer win the Arnold Palmer Invitational every year?
Because he did.
It's cheating.
Because he's dead.
God, this is like this year's 10 years, right? Since he died, I think.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, 10 years. 2016, I think, is when he passed.
Yeah.
So yeah, the top 70 in the FedEx Cup standings will move on. So it's got to start now if it hasn't already started for some of these guys. One disastrous round right now for any of these guys that are on the bubble could make the difference between going home early or staying to play a little bit later. I wanted to talk first, Johnny, with the big name, the newsmaker here.
Scottie Scheffler.
There's no dollar.
I think Scottie Scheffler's got a little something to prove this week, making the trip to Minnesota. I'm kind of surprised he's making the trip, to be quite honest with you. Seems like a weird place for him to go unless he just thinks he needs to work on something. Why is he even here?
Yeah, I think a little bit of both. Like, I think the PGA Tour has asked him to play in some events that he normally probably doesn't play. That's what they try to do to bolster the field. This is obviously an event that is not star-studded. So I think the PGA, I think he did a solid to the PGA Tour. I think he did a solid to the tournament. And you'll see some of these guys. I mean, is it something that he he wants to build some momentum, work on a few things. He's playing a golf tournament that it's a golf course that actually fits him pretty well.
Yeah.
So but I think it's a wink, wink, nod to, hey, the tour coming to him and say, hey man, could you, I think you're going to see a little bit more of that out of Scottie Scheffler and maybe some of these other big names that, they play Rocket Mortgage or they play John Deere or they play, you saw it at Valspar, probably the last couple of years that, and I think that's great. I think that's part of, the tour owning part of the, the players owning part of the tour, that some of these guys to bolster some of the,
right.
I don't want to say lower tier events because that's not fair to the tournaments. And I'm not going to do that, but to say, hey, yeah, hey Scotty, will you play? And then maybe next year he plays Rocket Mortgage. And then, the following year he plays Valspar. I certainly think that, maybe this year or next year you're going to do that because of how the championship series and the Challenger series are going to work, that the guys in the championship series can't go down and play the Challenger series. Right. And I think that's sad. I think you're going to miss out on some of those guys that do that. So yeah, I think it's a little bit of both. I think Scotty needs some confidence. Scotty needs to play more golf and be in contention. And I also think the PGA Tour went to him and said, hey man, do us a solid and let's maybe play in this event right after.
And then he responds, for $10 million, I will go to Blaine, Minnesota and play in your dumb tournament.
Well, they don't get paid that way, but
not publicly. They don't get paid that way.
No, well, the European Tour used to get signings. That's why
appearance
a lot
fees.
of those guys went over. Yeah, appearance fees. I wasn't one of those guys, but there was a lot of guys that did.
You just said no. They offered you all the appearance fees, and you're like,
yeah.
No,
and I said no. I want to earn my way in. I want to earn it. I'm like E.F. Hutton, earn it, or whoever that says.
What E.F. Hutton?
Oh, that's what people listen. That's people listen.
When E.F. Hutton speaks, people listen.
Yeah, but when E.F. Hutton speaks, you got to earn it.
I think E.F. Hutton got swallowed up by like
J.G. Wentworth,
Morgan, or somebody.
J.G. Wentworth.
J.G. Wentworth.
Oh,
that's.
Or is that
why are we just like listing financial companies?
No, I don't know. You still got me thrown off thinking you're going to join the senior tour. So I don't know.
Well, the senior tour, like the over 70. I'm going to start working out.
That's called Burial Grave.
Yeah, that's probably where I don't know why I expect I'll ever see age 70 too. That's a big if in my case. And look, Scheffler opened the season with a victory, even though I predicted he'd never win one again. And apparently I was only off by one because Scottie Scheffler was only going to win one more tournament for the rest of his career. And, after that win, we kind of thought, well, here we go again. It's going to be a repeat of last year. We certainly expected 5-6 wins, or maybe even 7 wins this year, including maybe even a major. Like, I don't know that would have surprised anybody for his year.
7 wins?
Yeah.
It's a lot when you only play 15 times.
Well, that's true, but he's Scotty. He's on 4 consecutive Player of the Year awards, so that didn't feel unreasonable for me for 5 wins. But instead, 5, 6, maybe 7 on the high side. That's all I'm saying. That wouldn't surprise anybody. But instead, he's sitting on just one victory. And for a lot of guys, that's a career year. For Scotty, it feels like somebody pulled the emergency brake on his career.
Yeah.
His trip to Scotland and England was kind of strange, I thought. He had his first missed cut in 87 years. And produced another close call at the Open champion. I'm sorry, the British Open.
Do you consider it a miscut if you're out of the country? It's just like you cheat on your wife. Is it considered cheating if you're out of the state? Is it considered a miscut if you're out of the country?
I don't think golf's like. I mean, yeah.
I mean, you could justify it a little, maybe that way.
I mean, it's not cheating if you're in a different area code. Or zip
code.
Oh,
it's area code now. I thought it was state because there's 7 area codes in Dallas. So you're good, bud.
That's right. Good. I mean, I got to have somebody to cheat on before I can cheat. So,
well, that's Rebel. That's what Rebel does to you. You got to go down and see the grass-haired pigmies or whatever that band is.
Is that a weird request if I'm like, man, what I wouldn't give to have somebody to cheat on right now?
Yeah, it's strange. It's been a strange day. Yes. Who's that band I go see? Not Mini Kiss, but Grass-Haired Pygmies or something.
Velcro Pygmies?
Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Grass hair pigneys.
Yeah, I don't know. I
get
those. You
like Mini Kiss better.
Oh, Mini Kiss. Yeah, that's my favorite band in the world. I get 2 concerts to see. When I say Mini Kiss is the best, and then Grass Hair Pygmies.
Ridiculous. I think Scottie Scheffler has probably seen Mini Kiss, being from Dallas and stuff. And
yeah, I'm sure he has.
I'm sure he's in the Revel all the time.
I think he played that as a wedding. I think they played it.
Mini Kiss played Scottie Scheffler's wedding.
Yeah.
You think they had a wedding, or did they just go to the JP?
Yeah, they had a wedding. Yeah.
Say, I don't have the money to pay for a wedding, baby. We're just gonna have to go to the JP.
And then afterwards, Micro Midget Wrestling was the encore.
Man, see, that's the thing for me.
The dudes from the band just went and changed uniforms to
on a mask
to wrestling.
Lord, we're off the rails today.
Johnny,
Scottie's ball striking has remained somewhat ridiculous. He repeatedly has put himself in position to make birdies, but his putter this season has refused to cooperate, and that is becoming the entire Scottie Scheffler conversation this year. There's no doubt about his tee shots. There's no doubt about his iron play. His ability to create opportunities with the putter, though, has become an adventure for him. And what is it about that? Like, what at some point you've got to start trying new things and seeking out new advice when you're having this long of an issue with one club, especially when it's your putter. So what is it? What's going on that he's not able to resolve this issue that he's dealt with all year?
Yeah, but listen, it's a little bit of fool's gold when you look at it this way, because his ball striking is so good. He has so many opportunities, and he's not capitalizing on all of his opportunities. And it's weird because the guy's hitting 15, 16 greens and has a lot, but he's not making the putts that he needs to. I want to say it this way. He's not going to, there is something to getting too much advice, and there's something about just stop listening to people. Go putt. You're making two mechanics. You have too many things in your head. Just go do it. Don't think, why are you thinking so much? And that's part of it. The only consistent thing about his inconsistency is he's still bitching and crying.
Yeah.
And I'm over it. Like, I'm completely over it.
That's Scottie new this year, right? I haven't seen that out of him.
He started last year. You could tell when he's being a crybaby when he doesn't get the results that he wants. Obviously, I get it. It's frustrating. It's understandable. We all go through it, and there's peaks and valleys in golf. It's just what it is. But, man, you got to – that doesn't help him. I'm just telling you. But quit having everybody look at your putting. Stop. Go putt. Just go get in there and do it. Sometimes you got to get it out of the dirt, and you got to dig it in the dirt, and you got to be on your own and figure out things on your own. Too much advice sometimes is bad. And I think that's part of it too. Just go putt. I mean, go by yourself. Don't bother. Go through your routines, go through your putting drills, create the confidence that you need to without 3 other people telling you what it looks like or what you're doing wrong. Because these people don't want to listen to your whiny ass either.
No.
They don't want to, man.
Nobody wants to see it on TV either. Nobody wants to see it on TV.
No, nobody like. If I was Teddy Scott when he had the blow up about a month ago, man, I'd have told him to carry his own goddamn bag.
It's a big paycheck to give away, though.
Yeah, that's the reason, right? I mean, you got to be nice to your boss because he's paying you. You don't, but, you're not nice to your boss, but, that's just the way that works out for you.
I'm pretty nice to JP. Well, what do you? Oh. Those are the 8 beers I've had in the last hour and a half talking right there. That's all I'm gonna say.
I guess that ends the show. Guess that's it. If you guys want to get the picks this afternoon, you please check out my Jay Gerber PGA Pro. This will be the last show on.
We are not ending the show early, although Johnny might walk out, might not come back after that. But we are going to take our first break of the show. Come back on the other side. We're going to talk about the FedExCup bubble, some players on it, who might make it through, who probably won't. And will Tim, as I refer to myself in the third person, make the new over 70 PGA Tour that I'm about to found this week if I can figure out how to do it?
Super seniors.
the Super Senior Tour, the not so Champions Tour on the PGA Tour. All that coming up on the other side. We are From the Rough right here on FanStream Sports. I'm Tim. That's Johnny. Back after this.
Hi, golfers. IndyCarTim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything. Turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Sports fans, it's time to gear up. Head to fanstreamsports.com and check out our brand new merchandise store. We're talking bold t-shirts, 3/4 zips, hoodies, hats, mugs, and more. Everything you need to rep your favorite shows and your favorite crew. Whether you're rolling with the JP Peterson Show in Tampa Bay, From the Rough in Dallas, the Tim May Show featuring Clay Hall, or the Jeff Thidoff Show in Ohio, or any of our FanStream Sports original programming, we've got the perfect look for game day and every day. So don't wait. fanstreamsports.com. Click merch and grab your gear now. Wear the stream, live the stream, fanstreamsports.com.
Hey folks, let me tell you about Bay Area Modern Medical Center, a very different kind of approach to primary care. Personalized preventative medicine, not a one-pill-fits-all mentality. Christopher Lugo and his experienced medical staff are proactive in looking at issues before they become a problem, encouraging a healthy lifestyle with proper diet, supplements, and exercise to optimize your active lifestyle. Rather than the impersonal, rushed approach, you will be the only patient and will have our full attention. That's new. Getting old is inevitable, but feeling and looking old is avoidable. Bay Area Modern Medical Centers are experts in anti-aging regenerative medicine that optimizes your body's performance in many areas. So call for an appointment to get started on a journey back to full health and a happy life with a new, modern way of healthcare. Call 844-977-3477 or go to BAMMC.com. That's 844-977-3477 or BAMMC.com.
Today's show is brought to you by Tom's Town, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including double oaked bourbon, botanical gin, and double grain vodka. Named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tom's Town, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly. Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
Let's go.
Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to From the Rough right here on FanStream Sports, talking 3M Open, talking FedExCup Bubble. As usual, brought to you by
Management decisions.
I'm pretty sure I've been nice to Nancy Gerber every time I've seen her.
That's way better. Is that where
I should have gone with that?
Yes, yeah, it was probably the right way to go about it. Yes.
I mean, I thought Nancy and I got along pretty well when I came up to C-Bus.
You did. She loved you. She don't know you well enough so she
she doesn't know any better but to love me, right?
Yeah, that's it.
That's what I got going for me with a lot of people. That's why I need to move out of North Texas. I got to go somewhere where people just don't know me enough to hate me yet.
Yeah, that's a good
I
point.
might move to
Blaine, Minnesota?
Montpelier, Vermont.
Blaine, Minnesota?
No, I'm definitely not moving anywhere in Minnesota. I'd move to Vermont. I like Montpelier. That's a nice little town for a capital city.
You don't know anything about Montpelier, Vermont.
Montpelier, it's the capital.
That doesn't mean you know anything about
I've
it.
been there. I've been to Montpelier. It's a nice it's the smallest state capital in the country. It's stuck in the mountains. It's
Well,
not.
every
It's,
place in the
it's
mountains.
beautiful.
You know the smallest state in the country?
And there's Charlie. Yes, Rhode Island. And there's Charlie O's, world famous dive bar in Montpelier. It's amazeballs.
Whatever. You don't know.
We need to open Fan Stream Sports Montpelier. Is what we need to do.
Yeah, the one show a year that you get for like skiing or some shit. Like what's up there?
You have golf up there.
I do. I played in the Vermont Open a couple times
There
at
you
Lake
go.
Moray. Lake Moray. It was July and it snowed.
I don't think it exists anymore, though, does it? The Vermont
Lake
Open.
Moray?
Is that a thing?
No, probably not. I think after last year I played, they shut it down. I terrorized the place so poorly.
Johnny tore the course up so bad they couldn't fix it.
Yeah, there's like 7 divorces in the 7 days I was there, I think, probably.
Too bad Colin Morikawa wasn't one of them, huh?
Nah, well, yeah. It'd be hard-pressed to find an Asian family in
Montpelier?
Yeah, any place in Vermont.
In Vermont. Oh, there's no Asians in Vermont?
They're ashy enough. They got pale skin enough. They don't need to be any cold weather.
You think there are Middle Eastern or Indian women in Vermont?
I'm pretty sure there's not. No.
Because for those that listen to the Colby Sapp and IndyCarTim show on Saturday, you will know that I broke the news, Johnny, that I have just discovered that there are Asian women and that there are Indian women.
You thought they were the same?
I didn't know they existed, either one of them. I've never noticed them before. And some of them are attractive. Some of them are attractive. And then I put the call out for all of you Asian women and all of you Indian women, or even women that look Indian. I guess you could be like Pakistani.
Feathers or dots?
Whatever.
Feather.
No, dots. That's
okay.
racist, but dots to answer.
No, it's not. It's not racist. It's just
racist.
No, it's not.
It's so racist.
It's not even close to being racist.
But no, I put the call out for any Middle Eastern woman or any Asian woman. I gave them my Twitter handle at IndyCarTim. Send me pictures and I will rate you.
And then what's the result?
My rating is the result. That's the end of it. And if
did you get any reply?
Yeah, my Twitter handle crashed.
Whatever.
Flooded.
I don't want to hear that shit.
I couldn't log in for 2 days because it just crashed. Rate me. I got a couple of videos. What do you think of this? And I was like, meh, 4.
Did you tell him you go to the bathroom 6 times a night?
Make it look better. And I told him I was 28. Make it look better, and I will rate you again. But you only get 2 this year, so make it count.
You remember when that like 10, 12 years ago, and that was like a real thing? Like people would go on Rate Me, and I think it was like rateme.com or something like that.
No, that still exists. People still do that.
Okay.
I run across those pages on social media all the time, especially chicks on like TikTok or whatever. You just got to send them a picture, or they'll do it based on your profile picture. You know, hey, if you want me to, just tell me and I'll rate you. Send me $1 and I'll tell you how ugly you are. I'm like, I don't need any chick to tell me how ugly I am. I already know. And I certainly don't have to pay for it. I feel like I pay for it enough.
You sound your voice raised. You sound upset about this.
There's chicks out there that want you to send penis pics and they'll rate your penis.
What?
That's a thing.
That must be from Montpelier, Vermont.
Montpelier. I don't know what Montpelier is.
It doesn't matter what you call it. It's the same. There's 7 people that live there.
It's not, although it is a French word, so I mean you're close. Yeah, so I don't know why. I've the 87 times I've submitted mine, I've never gotten a positive review back. So
here's the only thing you need to know about Vermont.
Love Vermont.
Is Keegan Bradley's from there.
Okay, well there you go. The greatest golfer in the history of the PGA Tour.
The greatest golfer from Vermont.
The greatest golfer ever from anywhere other than Max Homa.
So weird. You're so weird. Why are you weird?
Why not?
Well, I guess.
You want ratings or not? Let's talk about the top 50 fight here, Johnny. The pressure doesn't appear once a player crosses that top 70 line. There's another battle happening around number 50. The top 50 after the opening playoff event advanced to the BMW. More importantly, those guys secure access to the PGA Tour's biggest tournaments next season. Right now, speaking of Max Homa, he enters this week at number 49. Maverick McNealy is number 50. There's no breathing room for these guys. And Homa's been one of the tour's most popular players. He's my favorite player. But popularity doesn't protect your position. And McNealy's built a strong season, but, one bad stretch could put him outside the line. And these are guys that aren't just trying to advance another week. They're fighting for next year, too. Scheduling advantages that you get when you're inside the top 50, the opportunity for more money, more FedExCup points in 2027. You fall outside of the 50, and it creates a vicious cycle. You miss the elite events, you lose access to the biggest points totals, and then it becomes even harder to qualify for those events the following year. It can be a vicious cycle for these guys. And guys like Maverick McNealy and Max Homa, who I think are good, they're good golfers. They don't belong. I don't think of these guys as fringe bubble players. To me, they should be inside the top 50. They're just not playing very well.
A little different scenarios from McNealy and Max Homa because McNealy won last year, right? So he was going to get those exemptions into some events that a non-past winner over the last couple of years is going to get in. So a little different category, but you made a great point. But back in the day, it used to be, top 100, and then to keep your card, it was 125, and you'd have those friends. So, when you finished in the top 50 on the PGA Tour, it was grits and gravy, right? I mean, you were the top 50 best players in the world, in theory, not counting the European guys, but it's so much more pressure, and it's, I don't know how to decipher it really. I mean, I think they're eliminating a lot of guys when it comes to 50, 70, 30. I get it, what you're trying to do. We talk about this in extent is, they're in such a mad rush to get the tour season done before football. It's just what it is. And the NFL, I saw a stat today that the NFL had made more money than all the professional leagues combined.
Shocking.
Combined. Yeah. So you're not going up against the big lion. Nobody wants to do that. And you know what? To be honest with you, I think you're going to start to see some changes in other sports. I think baseball is going to make a change. I think baseball is going to start looking at the World Series being earlier and the season starting earlier. I'm hearing it through the grapevine. Their ratings in the World Series have been trashed because of NFL football going against NFL football.
I think those have been trashed because of the matchups you've had. Maybe not.
Probably.
Other than the Dodgers,
that probably has something to do with it, but that certainly doesn't help. All right, going up against the NFL. I think that obviously the NBA, who cares? Like, no one cares. I mean, really, let's be honest with you. The NBA is, if you look at the stats going down, they're digressing every single year. Yeah. They are for a lot of reasons. And this isn't the show to get on my soapbox about the NBA. So, you know how I feel about it. Most people know.
I'm right there with you. Yeah.
And so, how do you, and I think that, obviously hockey doesn't have the audience that the NFL does, but I think they're separate audiences, when you have, hockey play, so I think that when you're playing a sport like the PGA Tour or baseball, and then you're seizing highlights or premier events, ending the season conflicts with the NFL, you're going to probably try to do something that you can get the best ratings you can. And the PGA Tour was smart 6-7 years ago when they moved this season to finish up before NFL. Smart.
Yeah, no, it's clearly the right choice. They just maybe need to execute it maybe a little better.
I agree.
Defending champion Kurt Kitayama returns to town at number 32 in the FedExCup standings. He's safe for the opening playoff event, but the Tour Championship includes only the top 30. So Kitayama is close enough to make Atlanta, yet far enough away that he can't afford to put it on cruise control, I don't think. He's returning to a course where he's already won, and that should give him some confidence. It also creates pressure because this is one of the best opportunities for these guys to make a move. Tom Kim at number 35 after winning the Scottish Open. That win, I think, showed his game can still catch fire, and it was a strong enough performance that it should carry over. At least you would think it would carry over to this week to put him in a position for a deep postseason run. Hideki Matsuyama at number 37.
Why are you targeting all the Asians?
I'm just talking about where they are. They just happen to be number 35 and number 37. I can't help where they are. I didn't put them there. They did. They're begging to be talked about. I can't help it.
Okay, well.
And there's a massive difference, I think, between entering the postseason 20th and entering at 40th. The lower I think you are when this thing starts, the less room you have for mistakes, the less room you have for a bad round, the less room you have for just a bad stretch, maybe on Saturday or whatever. So, a lot of guys counting on the next 3 weeks to improve their position. Some guys are going to jump in the top, I think, and you're going to have some guys falling out. So it's going to be interesting this week. Real quick, Johnny, before we take our final break and get into picks, why don't you tell us a little bit about the course itself, what it's going to demand from these guys, what kind of player might excel, and what kind of player is going to struggle here?
Yeah, this is the week that you hate, right? Because it's going to be 20 under par, if not more. You got to get the 20 to even remotely have a chance.
Yeah.
One of the longest golf courses on the PGA Tour. It's going to play 7,500 yards. It's not sea level, but it's not, you're not playing in Colorado either.
Right.
And, par 71. So you're looking at this golf course that, length is the key. If you look at the past winners that's won this, Kurt Kitayama finishes, top 10 in PGA Tour driving distance. Tony Finau. Look at the past winners that have won this. Length is a big deal, and we build our card around that. Very generous off the fairways. TPC Twin Cities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it fits kind of the mold a little bit like TPC Deer Run. These golf courses, the TPC, besides Sawgrass, are very public friendly, so they're very wide fairways. So you can hit a few foul balls, but your key to this golf course is you got to hit it off the tee and you got to hit it far. I don't think this golf course remotely close fits Tom Kim. I think he finished 23rd or 24th there last year. Length is going to be a factor for him, even though his hot form, he's been playing well. The Scottish Open, worked perfectly for him. The ball's rolling 70 yards, and for the shorter hitters, certainly helps that. It's not going to be that there this week. They're going to get some roll. They've had some softer conditions. It's going to be a little cooler the first couple of days, and then it's going to warm up like it typically does, kind of mid-late summer. So, look for the guys that are certainly who hit the ball a long way are going to have the big advantages, especially, you have to have a lot of wedges, 9-iron, 8-irons in your hands to get to that 22, 23 under mark, or 20, anywhere in the 20s around there. I mean, these guys aren't making a ton of birdies with 3 and 4 irons in their hands. They're just not. That's not their scoring club. So, length is the biggest factor, in my opinion, when it comes to this golf course, and it has been proven in your past winner. So we build our card around this. That's really going to help. And, wedge in your hand is a hell of a lot better than having a 6-iron. So yeah, look for a long golf course, look for a fun golf course. It fits the mold for a lot of these guys. These guys like playing these types of golf courses, that, especially after, last week of, 10 under par winning in tough conditions and bounces. And, we talked about this last week, the PGA Tour guys at this level, they don't like the ball bouncing and rolling. The unpredictability of last week last 2 weeks, really, with the Scottish Open and the British Open, these guys are getting back more to their, comfortable positions and, hit it and point it where I hit it, it's going to land, and there's not going to be any quirky bounces, things like that. So yeah, look for a birdie fest, which is probably, probably really good after the last couple of weeks, what these guys were like.
Very good. We're going to take our final break of the show. Come back on the other side. Johnny's winning picks just about ready for you. We'll have those for you, as well as making you suffer, or maybe not suffer. Maybe y'all like these.
Yes,
Johnny thinks y'all like these.
I do. I love them. I think they're great, but it is suffering.
My wheel of misfortune picks. I got to set the wheel up so we can get it on camera here to carry you guys through, and I will divulge my 7 guys. I'm sure one of them Johnny can guess already. My 7 guys for the 3M Championship this week. We are from the Rough Rider on FanStream Sports, brought to you by OrionGolf.com. More from me and Johnny after this.
Hi, golfers. IndyCarTim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything. Turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Sports fans, it's time to gear up. Head to fanstreamsports.com and check out our brand new merchandise store. We're talking bold t-shirts, 3/4 zips, hoodies, hats, mugs, and more. Everything you need to rep your favorite shows and your favorite crew. Whether you're rolling with the JP Peterson Show in Tampa Bay, From the Rough in Dallas, the Tim May Show featuring Clay Hall, or the Jeff Thidoff Show in Ohio, or any of our FanStream Sports original programming, we've got the perfect look for game day and every day. So don't wait. fanstreamsports.com. Click merch and grab your gear now. Wear the stream, live the stream. FanStreamSports.com.
Hey folks, let me tell you about Bay Area Modern Medical Center, a very different kind of approach to primary care. Personalized preventative medicine, not a one-pill-fits-all mentality. Christopher Lugo and his experienced medical staff are proactive in looking at issues before they become a problem, encouraging a healthy lifestyle with proper diet, supplements, and exercise to optimize your active lifestyle. Rather than the impersonal, rushed approach, you will be the only patient and will have our full attention. That's new. Getting old is inevitable, but feeling and looking old is avoidable. Bay Area Modern Medical Centers are experts in anti-aging regenerative medicine that optimizes your body's performance in many areas. So call for an appointment to get started on a journey back to full health and a happy life with a new, modern way of healthcare. Call 844-977-3477 or go to BAMMC.com. That's 844-977-3477 or BAMMC.com.
Today's show is brought to you by Tomstown, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including double oaked bourbon, botanical gin, and double grain vodka. Named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tomstown, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly. Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
Let's go. Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to From the Rough right here on FanStream Sports. I'm IndyCarTim. That is PGA of America member Johnny Gerber. Welcome to his show.
Thank you.
And it is the time of the show that everybody looks forward to, because rather than taking away from you, the listener, the viewer, as all we do is take, usually the first 40 minutes of the show.
You got to take it back. Do, take it back. You know what that's from?
Mark. I have no idea.
That's from, what is that from?
Cinderella?
No, that's from Rocky. You don't remember Rocky?
I mean, I remember Rocky.
No. Yeah, it's a song, right? Do you got to take it back?
You don't know songs. How do you know that's a song?
It's in a movie. If it's in a movie, I know it. I like, I like movies.
There's a new Rocky movie coming out. Have you seen that?
Yeah, no.
The making of it?
Rocky. Oh, yeah. Yeah, whatever.
No, I don't mean like a new Rocky in the series of Rocky movies. It's a new movie, like a biopic about the making, Sylvester Stallone, and then the making of. No, it's not a documentary. It's like got actors in it and stuff, but it's just about Sylvester Stallone. They had an actor playing him that literally sounds. It's like he's doing the best Sylvester Stallone impression ever, almost to the point that it's nauseating and I can't listen to it. But yeah, I don't know if I'll see it or not. I liked the first couple of Rocky movies. I'm just not that big of a Rocky guy, but whatever.
I liked them. I liked them until they got corny. Like 1, 2, 3, 4.
I quit watching after Mr. T.
Well, the one Drago was good.
4 with drought. Was that 4 with the Russian dude?
Yeah, that was good. And after that, he lost me. They lost me after that.
If he dies, he dies.
Yeah.
I say that before I go on to every time I play golf.
I remember watching that on Christmas night. It came out Christmas night, and me and a bunch of buddies went to go see it. I was still in high school.
Seems like a weird Christmas movie, but all right.
No, it was. It did come out. It came out Christmas night. Funny. Yeah.
All right. Well, Johnny, let's get into some picks here to make everybody a little bit of money and maybe put a little smile on everybody's faces here with my
speaking of Christmas, we're gonna give you some gifts.
Little Christmas. So let me give you my 7 names. I'm sure you will get a chuckle and grade my names. You can rank my entire list.
F.
Well, you haven't seen them. You haven't heard of them.
I already know. I don't have to. I grade on a curve.
Well, could you build a little suspense up for the audience, rather than just shitting on it immediately? Maybe let me go through the names and then hesitate a little bit, like you're thinking about it, like, and then maybe even throw a twist out there, like, you know what? Those aren't half. They suck. What are you doing? Like, just put a little twist on it,
Yeah, right. I apologize. D. How about that? I apologize.
You still gave a grade. It's not how that works.
I'll go to each one then. We'll grade.
I have my 7 names right here. Here we go, Johnny.
Right. Where's the wheel?
It's right here. I'm not spinning yet. I'm just going through my names.
All right.
I mean, I can do that if you want. Just throw the wheel up there for you. All right, Johnny. Rasmus Niergaard Peterson.
You have no idea who he is.
Of course I do. Max Homa.
Shocker.
Tom Kim. Jackson Koiven. Thought I was going to say Suber, didn't you?
Not sold on him.
Keith Mitchell.
Yeah, there ain't shit to do up there. He's going
Billy Horschel.
He's just as weird to be up there, so he fits well.
And Davis Riley.
No, why'd you do me this way? Why'd you do this?
I've got winners, top 10, top 20, and missed cut for all 7 guys. So we'll see what it means, Johnny. Who's my first position here? What are we spinning for?
Top 10.
Top 10 on Tim's Wheel of Misfortune. Bring me the head of Billy Horschel. Top 10, Johnny, is plus 1275. I mean, if he plays well, that's a lot of value, right?
He
plus
might go
1275.
He might go ice fishing up there.
What does that mean?
A Florida Gator up in Minnesota usually doesn't work very well.
So for those of you that don't normally bet, plus 1275 means that if I bet $12, I make 75.
That's not what that means at all. That would listeners know that's not what that means. It's like, no, this is what it really means. If you bet $100 and he wins, which he's not, finishes in the top 10, you win $1,275.
Right.
Not
that's what I said.
You win 3,000 or whatever bullshit you want to come up. No, it doesn't.
That's what I said. I bet $12, I win 75. Right. That's not what that means. All right, what's next, Johnny?
MC Hammer.
MC Hammer.
Hope it goes to Billy Horschel again.
Oh, Cashmere Keith Mitchell for the MC Hammer. He is plus 200 to miss the cut.
He's going to play well this week. There's not shit else to do up there. You know my theory with Keith.
I kind of wanted him to be my top 10 because that's pretty good value.
Yeah.
All right. What's next?
What was he top 10?
Plus 335.
Pretty good value. Yeah. How about outright winner?
Outright winner. Big money, no whammies. No whammies, big money. Billy Horschel.
We spin it again.
Am I allowed to do that? Okay, good.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I mean, if he wins, he's going to finish top 10.
I know. I can win twice.
Yeah, but don't.
How about Billy? Oh, it moved. Rasmus Niergaard Peterson, Johnny, for the win.
Yeah, coming from a guy that you don't even know who he is. Yeah, sure.
I know who he is. Sure. 66-1, by the way, to win.
Yep. That's the guy
that's a bologna sandwich if I ever heard one.
That's the guy that's going to go fishing on Saturday.
Probably so.
Which
10, leaves
top
us
20.
Top 20, right?
Yep.
Possibilities are Max Homa, still not on the card. Jackson Koiven, Tom Kim, and Davis Riley. It's going to be Davis Riley.
I love Davis Riley, too. He's such a good dude.
Oh, it's close. Wait, go back?
Yeah, you can't. You can't. No, just roll it, spin it again. No, don't bootleg it. Yeah, Keith Mitchell's going to win or top 20 and miss the cut. I don't know which one.
It could happen. Uh-oh. Look at that.
That's actually Mike Cash. That Mike Cash. What is he, top 20?
Top 20, Johnny, plus 220.
Not a lot of value, but pretty decent value. I mean, you got to think the guy's going to, he never does not grind, right? So, I think if you're going to play any of those plays, I would put the most money on Max Homa top 20. Not a ton of value, but for $100 to win 225 for a guy that's probably one of the top 5 to 10 best players in the field.
Yep.
Has plenty of length. So my issue with that is, can he just make enough birdies? Not sure.
Well, he better. So I might put some money on him. Actually, I'm putting all my money on your card, Johnny.
That's what you should do, and what you need to always do.
Delete that card. And let's go with Johnny's winning picks right here.
Let's get this done. Listen, we say we've been a little bit redundant in saying that it's not been great weeks. I'm exhausted. The last 2 weeks we've had 4 events. We've had the handicap. We've done well on the events that are here. We just been trout dunked on the Scottish Open and the British Open, but we've made money to offset some of our losings in ISCO and last week in Dominican, the DR. So, hey, listen, we are minus 1130 for the year. Listen, the reason I say this, and we are transparent on how we are, don't let people lie to you when it comes to golf betting. If somebody is saying that they are up for the year, they are blatantly lying to you, and don't be around them if there is a thunderstorm, because they're going to get struck by lightning. They're lying to you. It's the hardest year that we've ever had in betting. It's the hardest year. I talked to all through the week before we do this show. I talked to the best handicappers in golf, and they asked me, how are you only down 1130? Because I'm really good at this, and we have a lot more time left. Here's where we did well and we offset is because we went 4-2 last week on matchups, and we're 36-19-8 on matchups. Those help us. Listen, we're going to be profitable for the year. We are. Listen, this is why it's extremely important that you follow every week. We got a lot of golf left. Our season ends December 31st. It doesn't end on the PGA Tour season. So we got a lot of action left. Hang in there with us. We start here. I know every week I say I like the card because every week I go into it and say I like the card because I do. I bet what I give you. I'm not bullshitting you. I bet I have my well, if I were, I ain't gonna say that, but I was gonna say if I have my underwear on the line just like you guys do. But again, Jackson Suber 42-1. If there's a golf course on the PGA Tour for him, this is great. He sits on the 78th on the FedExCup point list. Even though he didn't win last week, first round leader at the British Open, this is going to bring a lot of confidence to a guy that you can make a ton of birdies. He has the length. He's going to make birdies. My only concern with Jackson Suber is he tired? He's played a lot of golf. He's young, though. But getting him at 42-1, very good value.
Now, you just said Florida kids don't translate well in Minnesota.
Didn't say
Making
that.
fun of Billy Horschel.
No, I didn't say. I said Florida Gators. He went to the University of Florida. Jackson Suber went to Ole Miss. Different.
Well, I know, but he's from Florida.
They're different. Listen, don't cut me off when I'm trying to talk. Pearson Cootie, 44-1. 44-1.
Struggling.
This is Tim's guy. I don't know what cootie he's had on the board, but it's been a lot of cooties.
Regardless of where he went to college.
Well, he got two. You got Parker and Pearson, and it's kind of like the Højgaards. You don't know which one you're gonna get when it comes to that.
Are they twins? They're not twins, are they?
Yeah, they're twins.
Oh, I didn't know they were twins. They don't look alike.
Well, they're twins. They're twins in all practical purposes for this show, whether they are or not. But
all right.
44-1. If you got two fours underneath a 44, that means you're twins because you got 4 and 4, and you got Cootie and Cootie. We're going to take Pearson this week at 44-1. Listen, he's got plenty of length, guys. I mean, listen, look at the card. All 8 of these guys are the top 30 on the PGA Tour in driving distance. Driving distance is the key to this place. If you're going to make Listen, you got to make 25 birdies this week. You're going to maybe make a couple bogeys. You got to get to 20, 23. Pearson Cootie makes a ton of birdies. 44-1. I like him. M&M, Matt Meisner, 45-1. Two-time winner of the Texas State Open, which I played in a couple times, and I think he beat me by 50 shots. He can make birdies. This guy's had a great kind of fall beginning of the summer, kind of petered out a little bit over the last month or so, but I think he gets back into form in a golf course that he can just bomb it. 45-1. I like it. Gary Woodland, 75-1. Self-admittingly said it's probably the best thing for him that he missed the cut last week. No one on a PGA Tour likes to miss the cut, especially the pros. But coming back with all of his kind of issues that he has, coming back to home soil, obviously top 5 in driving distance on the PGA Tour, can make birdies in bunches, can make eagles. 75-1, good value. Again, these are, when we do our ham sandwich pick, these are guys that are flyers, but the pedigree and how this golf course sets up for a guy like Gary Woodland, 75-1, great value. Top 10s, Sungjae M plus 445 and Ben James plus 460. Ben James had a chance to win last week down in Puerto Rico. We know he can make a ton of birdies. One of the up-and-coming stars on the PGA Tour. He's probably going to win in one of these events by the end of the year. Why not now? I just didn't like how he finished last week. That's the only reason we didn't give him the chance to win. We did pick him to win last week. Didn't come through. I'm a little salty on that, so we're going to drop him down a little bit of spot at at the top 10. Sungjae M plus 445, one of the best ball strikers on the PGA Tour. I think he's had a lackluster year for his standards. Can make a ton of birdies. Probably sits in that 28, 29, 30, 31 in driving distance, but his iron play makes up for that. 2 top 20s. We got Dirt and we got Sasquatch. Jake Dirt Knapp plus 250 and Tony Finau, Sasquatch at plus 260. Tony Finau, past winner of this event. These guys are 2 of the top 10 driving distance on the PGA Tour. They can make a ton of birdies. Tony Finau hasn't had a great year by his standards. I expect a lot more of him. Place that he won before. Home cooking a little bit in terms of the golf course. And then we got Jake Knapp. Hadn't had a great year. I think he's kind of over his injuries and some of the things personally that he's went through probably over the last 10 months, going to a place that he can hit it as hard as he wants and make a ton of birdies. I love him, Jake, at 250, and I like Tony at plus 260 this week. Man, looking forward to only handicapping one event this week. It's been a long days up and coming to tournaments the last couple of weeks. So, man, I'm looking forward to this week like I look forward to every single week. And maybe Blaine, Minnesota is going to be winning Minnesota this week because we are due to have a big week, and why not this week?
Thought you were going to say duty.
That's later.
That's going to wrap it up for us. Make sure, boys and girls, that you place your bets. Follow. If you're not following, you are not winning. Got to play every week, as Johnny said. And I'm feeling good this weekend, Johnny. I'm seeing a 4-1 matchups record from you this weekend, if not even better. So you're under some pressure as I predict a 4-1 matchup record.
Okay.
So you guys make sure you pay attention Saturday morning, either at fanstreamsports.com or across all of our socials, Instagram, Facebook, X, for Johnny's matchups, and then the same thing Sunday. And then we will both be back, I think, maybe both, unless Johnny
here Monday.
Ghosts me again on Monday.
No, sir.
For a show, and I'll do it solo either way, because golf doesn't take priority over the show for me, only Johnny. But it is what it is.
Jab? Did you jab? Is that jab?
Trying to jab it. Nobody gets it. But we will be back on Monday to wrap things up for the Big Max Homa win for this week and talk about the Also Rants, some of the losers, recap Johnny's card, recap Johnny's matchups, and bring it all to you from the studio here. I'm IndyCarTim. That is PGA of America member John Gerber. We'll see y'all on Monday. Until then, you guys keep hitting them straight.